Okay, so I'm picking up with number 4. The next step I want to do is to link the children in. So let's come over here and we can say case pound db date gadget frm main, and this is going to be create modify DIFY, delete, let's come down and paste you in, and we can say save, and then we can do this, say cancel. Okay, whoops. All right, now, if they hit cancel, let's come over here to templates. And I believe we're there. I'm going to put you in here. Is that right? Are you going to paste in there? Come on. Maybe you didn't like my double click. There we go. All right, so I get one of them. I can then go do this to everybody. Okay. So now we have the events firing for all of these. And, well, we don't care about change on a button, do we? How do you change a button? The only thing on a button I care about is you've left clicked it or right clicked it, and I'm not doing right click. So, okay, cancel's the easy one. We'll come down here and say copy this, and you can paste in there. So you're done. Got him out of the way. This is going to call a function. Okay. So now, how are we going to do this? I want to do this the old-fashioned way, not the way I would do it today, because it's important. I know how we can do this. We can come over here. Let's come up to the top. And why don't we create a structure? Person, right? And structure, and we have age, and that's an integer, and we have name, and that's going to be a string, right? Okay, so we have our structure, and now we can create a new list, and I have not tackled lists yet, so we can say employee list is the name of our list, and the type, the data type of our list can be integers, strings, and it can be structures. So we're going to say person. Okay. So we just created a list of type person. All right. So now, for right now, I'm going to use this as our database. So what we can do is come down to here and say, okay, what we want to do is say, let's see, we want to, all of this belongs now on our other form. So I need to create, it can go here. All right, let's come down here, event loop, and say end. Okay. Let's come down here and let's create a procedure. Create. Okay. And procedure. And we can share. Actually, I don't think I want to. What I want to do is come in here and say um, new. Let's see, we need to say protected new person of type person, right? So I created a variable of type person. So what we're going to do is say, okay, we can put in some default information, new person, and we can say their name, name equals new, and new person age, age equals 25. How about that? All right, so there we go. And now what we want to do is say, um, why don't, let's see. Now I think we want to call our form here. Where's our code? Project, DTT. So we need to get to this form here and load the data up on this table. So we're going to do things in various methods throughout this. And yes, there are better ways to do things. And what I want to do is walk you through how it can be thought and then how it should be thought. So we're here. I don't need this other junk in here. Let's, oh no, I don't want you to close the project. I don't need that one and I don't need that one. Okay. So we're going to come down here and let's see. We have, if I open this person up and, why don't we do this? Let's send the reference to new person into him. Okay. Now, code's going to get very mad because he doesn't have this. So that means, yes, I need to build a sheet of code that goes behind that form. That's what I was figuring I needed to do. All right. So what we want to do, all right, let's go ahead. We're going to call display screen or something awesomely named. But let's go ahead and build these others out real quick. So we have procedure, modify, and let's figure out the index on that. Uh-oh, PR, Pete. All right, and we'll come down here and we will add procedure. Okay, and we're going to continue with end procedure. Okay, so what we are going to do is say shared, SHARED, and this is going to be our employee list. Okay, now when you have variables that are defined outside of a procedure and you want to use them inside your procedure, you have to shared them in. I'm not quite sure, but that's how you got to do it. Not sure that I would assume the D didn't need to be there, but it does in the language, so no big deal. Shared. So what we're going to do is say select element And that's how we're going to select a record in our employee empl employee list index. Okay, so now here we're going to say, right, show a person, right? Our person window. Okay, so hold on now. This is just kind of pseudocode placeholder for what we're going to do. Okay, because what we're doing is building some methods to handle stuff for us. All right, now we can build the last one. And the last one is different because the last one, when you delete a record, you don't pop up the other screen. So this one, what we're going to do is do this the same. Okay. And then what we're going to need to do is have PROTEC. Okay. Result's kind of a standard one for me. So we're going to say result equals message requester AGE requester. There we go. Call this confirmation, and this will be confirm. You can get as fancy as you want with these. So confirm FARM, right? No, FIRM. Confirm employee delete. Try to get their attention with uppercase. All right, and then we have to ask the question. We have to add the option back here of yes or no. I mean, you can throw in yes, no, cancel, but rarely is cancel different than no. So then we can say if result equals pound PB message requester yes. So if they say yes, we're going to enter in this loop. Otherwise, we don't care what they've done because we're not going to do anything. So then here we can say delete element. Okay, so we're going to have to do one other thing. So, I already did select it. Excellent. Okay, so delete element deletes the current element. Okay, so by selecting the element of the index, we've now made him the focal point of that list of type, what did I call it, employees. So he's the selected guy. So delete element deletes the selected guy. So he's gone now. So then at this point, what we want to do is call relist, or just, we don't have a function for that, do we? I guess we need a function that says list. All right, let's come up here. This is where we're going to put them all. Let's come in here and go ahead and put our declare. And this is create, declare. God, I'm just drawing a blank. Okay, modify ANDEX, and then we have delete Now these all belong at the top. So we're going to take those and come way up here at the top. It just needs to be up here somewhere. All right, so now what we're going to need, and I'm going to put it up here actually. You might want to put them together. There's no rule book on any of this. Okay, procedure list employees. So what we're going to do is, the idea here is to say clear gadget items pound gadget FRM main list employees. So we kill everything on our table. Protected X, and then we can say for X equals 0 to list. Oh, you know what? I get tired of writing that, and I have a bad habit of forgetting a couple pieces on it. Iterate a list. We're going to come in here and say, okay, now we have our employee list. All right, and then I can copy this, drop down here, and paste it in there. And then we can say, okay, add gadget item. That ought to be enough. To our cleared gadget here. And where do you want to add them? At the bottom. And we're going to say employee list. Oh, and we forgot a field on that, didn't we? Name. And now we need to do set gadget item data. And I think nope, that's not in the buffer. Well, that's okay. Hold on. I'm going to need this anyhow. So we're going to do that. But really we need this. So we're going to say add gadget item data to that gadget. And then where this is going to be count gadget items of this guy -1 because it's a 0 base. And we're going to say set him to, well, I guess we can't do that with this yet. Okay. All right. Well, let's leave it. And I'll just comment it out because when we move to a database table from a list, then we'll actually have that value. Up here in the list, you don't have an index, ID. So we're going to do this from a list perspective, and then we're going to change it all out to the other. And that finishes video 4.